going back and forth with this for a couple months now. Cruise or all-inclusive. You see something in your feed and you think this is the one. And then a friend posts a resort photo and you're back to square one. There's an easy way to make this decision. There are 4 things to consider. And once you do, you'll be ready to say yes. I'm Stephanie from Your Best Yes Travel. I'm a Royal Caribbean Masters in Adventure and a certified Sandals and Beaches advisor. I grew up in a family of 5. Now I'm raising one. And in the blink of an eye, my kids are all teenagers. I know what it feels like to travel as the kid and as the mom who planned every detail of the trip. Family travel doesn't have to feel so complicated, especially when you're a family of 5 like mine, because moms deserve to enjoy the vacation too. Once you say yes, we handle the rest. Here you are, ready to plan your family's next vacation. You have an idea of what you want to do, where you want to go, and then a friend's photo dump shows up. A promotional email lands in your inbox. Every content creator's reel has your attention, and none of them are showing you the perfect vacation that understands the 5th person problem. It's complicated because when you add that 5th or even 6th person, especially when they've got opinions about how they spend their vacation, the simplicity of let's go on vacation isn't so simple anymore. So here are the 4 things to consider that can actually help. First, let's talk cost. The benefit of both a cruise and an all-inclusive is knowing the total cost right up front. Once it's paid for and you've arrived, the food, the entertainment, the activities, they're all handled. The week truly feels like a yes week. The kids want another ice cream? Yes. Endless water slides? Yes. Hungry for a 4th meal? Yes. You're not doing the math every time someone is hungry or multiplying the cost of everything by 5. And then there's the moment you stop worrying about the budget and you can actually enjoy the time together too. Maybe you find yourself throwing on a laser tag vest because it's game on and Fun Mom is going to show them how it's done. Compare that to the pieced together trip to somewhere new in the USA. You'll book the accommodations, then the flights, then the rental car, a few activities, but a lot of them are going to be pay as you go or as you get there. 3 meals a day, more with the teenagers. Tickets to this, parking for that. Can we get ice cream? Can I order more food? And all you want to say is, hold on. And find that you keep saying no because you know it's adding up so quick. At the end of it, you might have spent just as much with a lot less to show for it. You won't even know the real number until you add it all up at home, and that's vacation buzzkill. When you book a cruise or an all-inclusive, you're not just saying yes to a vacation. You're saying yes knowing the bulk of what it's going to cost. 1 total, 1 due date, 1 week where your family gets to say yes, and where you actually get to enjoy it too, because it's all handled. And on the cruise side, there's something most families have never heard of called FlexPay. It's Royal Caribbean's payment program. It's free to set up, 0 interest. It's broken up into 10 payments on whatever schedule works for you. And it's only available when you book through a travel advisor, not online, not through a platform, just through an advisor like me. An ultra spacious ocean view cabin, 1 room, sleeps up to 6. Ocean view on a summer sailing runs around $7,900 for 5. Spread across 10 payments, that's less than $800 a month. Your cabin is held, your trip is real, and it didn't go on a credit card. This vacation is more possible for your family than you think. Second is your kids. On a Royal Caribbean ship, your teenager has a full day that doesn't require you to organize any of it. Rock climbing, flow rider, escape rooms, Vegas Broadway-style shows, late-night spaces just for them. Their own yes inside of your trip. Even the teen you're a little worried about, the one who hangs back, keeps to themselves, or is usually glued to their phone, Royal is genuinely good at drawing those kids out and off the screens. Not because someone is pushing them, but because there's always something worth looking up for. And if you're worried about screen time, well, we're going to talk about that next week, and I think you'll be surprised. All-inclusives vary a lot by property. Others don't. Knowing which is which for your specific kids is exactly the kind of thing I dig into before I ever make a recommendation. Third, how does your family actually operate on vacation? A cruise has a natural rhythm: sea days, port days, dinner times, show schedules. For most families, especially with teenagers running on their own internal clock, that structure is actually a relief. Everyone knows where to be and when. Nobody stands around for 45 minutes deciding where to eat. And if someone wants to grab pizza at Sorrento's instead of heading to the main dining room, that's an option too. An all-inclusive is yours to design. Pool when you want, beach when you want, no arrival or departure agenda during the day, one beautiful place, one full exhale. Neither is better. They're just different for different families. Knowing which kind of vacation feels like a yes to yours, that's a part of the first conversation I have with every family. So instead of spending hours sorting through options and second-guessing yourself, you have someone who already knows what works for a family of 5 or 6, especially with teenagers. And 4, what feeling do you actually want your family to walk away with? An all-inclusive gives you one beautiful place, great beach, great food, great entertainment, everything in one spot. For a lot of families, that is the vacation. And there is nothing wrong with that. A cruise specifically gives you all of that, and you wake up somewhere new every single day. And on Royal Caribbean specifically, the experience your whole family does together go beyond what most resorts can even offer. Not just the activities, the kind of things your kids are still talking about 3 or 4 years later.
Real quick, before I share one last nugget with you, I want to point you to your next steps. If you're still in the figuring it out stage, go ahead and take the quiz. It's also listed in the description below. It takes 2 minutes. It's built around your family. It doesn't give you just generic results. When you take it, if you already know the answers, well, then you have the clarity to move forward. And if you're surprised by what comes back, well, you'll be glad you didn't book the wrong thing. And if this video just confirmed what you already knew, skip the quiz. Connect with me directly. If you're ready to get the ball rolling, fill out the intake form below and tell me about your family's perfect trip. Then you and I will set up a time that works for you to chat.
A couple of things worth knowing: if cruising feels like a big unknown, big ships, they handle the water much more smoothly than most people expect. So if motion sickness is a concern, it's usually not the issue they thought it would be. And if you're worried about feeling crowded, Royal actively manages the pool decks so chairs aren't being saved by a towel all day where your family is waiting for one. It really comes down to this. Do you want to stay in one beautiful place or wake up somewhere beautiful, new, every morning? It doesn't have to be complicated. Both of these are real options for your family vacation. Both beat the piece together trip you've been defaulting to. An all-inclusive, a whole property filled with everything you need, total ease. A beach week that lets everyone exhale. A Royal Caribbean cruise, new experiences, new places, the kind of trip your family can't stop talking about. Which one is right for your specific family and your specific kids? Let's have that conversation. That is exactly what I'm here for. If this helped, hit subscribe. A lot more is coming for your family. And if you know a mom who's been going back and forth on this, send it to her. She needs this one. Next week, teenagers on Royal Caribbean. What actually keeps them happy all week? Don't miss it. Once you say yes, we handle the rest.